In at number 10, we have ancient India. And to start everything off, first thing, it all begins with Mahavishnu. Not to be confused with Vishnu, this is Mahavishnu. He meditated the multiverse into existence. Yes, the multiverse, he meditated, he's the godhead of the multiverse. And out of his navel grew Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu. All right? Now, these two had been feuding for all eternity about who was the supreme deity, excluding Mahavishnu, who is in fact the godhead of the multiverse. They were arguing who is the supreme deity of this universe. And out of that argument manifested Lord Shiva. And Shiva, he basically came in and bitch slapped both of them and said, I'm the supreme deity, I'm a pillar of fire, and I'm bad as fuck, and you guys need to shut the fuck up. And one of his powers is his third eye. When he opens it, everything that he sees is destroyed. He's the god of death, the destroyer of worlds. Look at this dude. This dude's bad as fuck. And what's cool is his devout followers in India, they have a special day once a year where they all get together and celebrate Lord Shiva by smoking marijuana, because that's what Lord Shiva did, was smoke cannabis. So, cool little fact. Not many people know it, but it's true. That's what he likes to get down on. That's my kind of god. That's all I'm saying. Look how he's hitting that too, dude. Look at the little fist bong. That's awesome. Now, this is a Shiva Linga. All right, this is a symbol of Lord Shiva, but it also is interpreted as a symbol of all three of them, where you have Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. But mainly, it's of Lord Shiva. I mean, that's like his symbol or whatever. So, and what's cool is with the Shiva lingas, there's a river of 1,000 lingas, where you find them everywhere. And, I mean, what a pain in the ass to construct all these. Like, did they have to do it, like, when the river ran dry? Or I have no idea, but it's freaking beautiful, And what these are lingas. These are magical stones that's supposed to have, like, healing properties and stuff. And what's cool is they're only found in the Narmada River. Only one place in the world are these stones found. And that's why they're considered so special. And yes, they are the same stones from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. Ukti-dikti Kalima. Man, I used to love that movie. Oh, look at some of the size of these fucking things, man. Look at the size of that. Is that crazy or what? They all come from one river. And no one knows why they do this. Look at that motherfucker. And besides, that black ones are the most sought after of the lingas. All right, but then they also have the ice lingas in India. Look at this, dude. They all go up and they worship these giant frozen like stalactites every year or whatever that look like giant Shiva lingas. All right, number 9, we have Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. Now this place is really cool, and some interesting facts is they found some tunnels underneath the feathered serpent. And when digging underneath, Dr. Sergio Gomez found a couple different items. And one thing that he found was mercury, all right, and these golden spheres, these guys right here. Now, when I look at those, I'm like, those aren't golden spheres. I'd be willing to bet money that those are pieces of sulfur. I mean, it looks exactly like it. I think those are chunks of sulfur. And what's interesting about that is that it's a mix of sulfur and mercury running underneath the pyramid. But this isn't the only place that this has occurred. This has also occurred in China, in their pyramids, which they claim are not pyramids, but it's blatantly obvious that they are. But under their pyramids, they have mercury and sulfur. And, oh, that last picture with the guy touching the mercury, that's not mercury, it's gallium, but don't ever touch mercury or gallium anyway. It's probably bad for you, even though gallium's not. Now, this is one of their things that they say is not a pyramid. Fuck you, that's a total pyramid. Give me a break, China. They just don't want to admit that they made pyramids for some reason. Anyway, the pyramid where their emperor has the terracotta army, all right? Underneath this pyramid, where his tomb is, there is a river of mercury and a bunch of sulfur. And I found out that, like, alchemist beliefs back in the day was a mix between mercury, sulfur, and salt made up people. Number 8, we have basically Peru. Machu Picchu, Ollantaytambo, Sacsayhuaman. This whole place, incredible. I love the architecture here is just completely fascinating, especially when you are able to build that high up. Now, Pachacutec, their leader of the Inca, he and their people never claimed to be the builders of Ollantaytambo or Machu Picchu or anything. They straight up said that they found it, okay? To put that in perspective, that would be like an archaeologist coming to your house or to your apartment and saying, wow, this is a beautiful apartment. Oh, man, so you built this? And you're like, no, I just moved in here. And the archaeologist is like, no, you built it. No, for real, dude. I literally just moved in here. Shut up. No, you didn't, you stupid Incan. You fucking built this thing. That's what it's like, because they're like, we straight up didn't build it. We found it like this. Why aren't you listening, you fucking white devil? Jesus Christ. This is the gateway of the sun. And these are solid granite. These were brought from another mountain, across the valley, across the river, and then up the other side of a mountain. 50 tons each. The work that it would take just to move one of these things with the modern technology, all right? You're talking you would have to have axles and hydraulic presses and pumps and pulleys, and you would have to change the whole face of the mountain and create yourself a road. And I mean, you'd have to go through so much, and they did this with nothing. All right, number 7, we have ancient Sumeria, modern day Iraq or Mesopotamia. Now, this place is really, really interesting. They say it's the first civilization, the cradle of civilization. I disagree, but we'll talk about that later. These, like the text you saw right there, the king's list, that talks about the kings going back 450,000 years. Now here is a relief of them fighting the Phrygians, and here's some other cylinder rolls or whatever. There's a couple of their gods, Ahura Mazda and stuff, flying above the tree of life. Number 6, we have Pumapunku. Now, although I did basically feel like I had figured out what their construction methods were based on the evidence, some people still disagree with me. I think it's correct. You can go and check out my video about what lies underneath Pumapunku for the whole explanation, but I still like to add it to the list because I do think this place is incredibly fascinating, and it's steeped in ancient alien culture. And, you know, a lot of people revere it as, you know, like a place where aliens might have built it for real. I completely disagree, but I still want to add it to the list because I think it's fantastic. It's a beautiful site, and everybody should go and see it. Number 5, we have beautiful ancient Egypt. Now, Egypt has a little bit of everything. Okay, you have the Temple of Light at Dendera with the light bulbs. These Sphinx paws were actually found in Israel. You know, now look at like the King's Chamber. You know, look at the cut on the side, the corner, like it's like melted down. Well, that happens in both of the major pyramids. See, there's another picture, and this is in the other pyramid. Why do they both have that? Oh, and this is the forged cartouche of King Khufu or Pharaoh Khufu. That way they could pretend like they know who it goes back to, even though it's written completely wrong and no cartouche is written like that. I mean, now look at these coffers again. I mean, look at that. There's something like poured, melted through the side. And I like looking at the old pictures of the pyramid. That still goes along with my theory on it being built on an earth mound. Look at that. I'm telling you. Does that look like it's a bunch of bricks? You know, no. It's like they encased it with stone, like the mountain. But now here's something I'd like to point out. The hieroglyphs where everyone says they're UFOs or submarines or helicopters or whatever. I found the exact same inscription. However, these are the ones that would have been laid over the originals. This is why it looks kind of fucked up, because they tried to redo them. They tried to add new hieroglyphs on top of it. But I'm telling you, that's it. All right, number 4, we have Nazca, Peru. Once again, fucking Peru. I swear to God, I love that place. You know, Now look at the Nazca lines, man. These things are absolutely incredible. And the reason why this one is so high up on the list is because what the hell are the lines for? Yes, I can understand artistic endeavors and, you know, shit like that, but I mean, when it's, you can't even see your own art, that this artwork is made for the gods. Guaranteed, and that's who it's made for. Look at the Paracas skulls too. Aren't they cool? They don't even have like the suture marks on them where the skull pieces come together. That's so cool. All right, number 3, we have Malta and Gozo out in the Mediterranean Sea. These islands are incredible, and they are considered some of the oldest megalithic ruins on Earth. These were the oldest up until the discovery of Göbekli Tepe. Now, this is the hypogeum. It's actually excavated out of the stone underneath in the ground. And one of my favorite things about Malta is the tracks, the cart ruts, or what they call them. They go across the entire island and like in every direction, and they're always evenly spaced, parallel, about 4 feet apart. And it looks like they were pushing carts, you know? That's why they call them the cart ruts. But some of the things just don't make sense because some of the cart ruts literally go into the ocean for miles. Like that. These you keep following. They go for miles out into the ocean. So I mean, this is obviously much older than they think it is. You know, I mean, look at the damage on some of this shit. That shit's crazy. You know, but I mean, I love those lines and shit like that around the world. It's so cool. Number 2, we have Baalbek in Lebanon. Now, this is one of my favorite places because this place is like a place for giants, you know? And it also has a connection with our number 1 spot. Look at the size. Before right there, that's the stone of the pregnant woman, which used to be considered the biggest stone, the biggest cut stone on Earth, until they found the other ones underneath it just like 2 years ago. They're like, holy shit, those ones are even bigger. Look at the size of this place, man. I mean, that's insane. Look at that. Come on, that's fucking insanity. Who needs that? That's a Temple of Baracus, man. That place is so cool looking. And some of the places in Baalbek still have their ceiling. It's really neat looking. And then it comes down to number 1, which, of course, if you know me, you'll know that it's Turkey. That's right, motherfucking Turkey. Now, a lot of my subscribers are going to know that I am obsessed with Turkey. I believe it to be the birthplace of civilization and not Sumeria. But we can get into all that stuff in a whole other video, so I'm not going to show any clips for Turkey or discuss anything about it because I feel that it's earned its own episode, and so I'm going to be putting that out next because this place just has too much cool stuff, and I think the world needs to see it, and we need to understand how much evidence proves that that's where the first civilization came from. So it will get its own video. So that is your top 10 list, you guys. If you like it, cool, thanks, you know, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. UFO Proof out. What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here, and I just want to say that I hope everyone had a happy and safe Thanksgiving, that you got to eat tons of turkey and stuffing and delicious fucking pumpkin pie, alright? I hope you guys had a great time. Also, I didn't forget about you guys for Black Friday. I'm unveiling my new UFO Proof hoodie. On front it says UFO Proof. You want to know why? And on back it says, because fuck you, that's why. So I'm unveiling that hoodie. It's just out, and I'm not making any profit off of it, so you're just paying for the material. So go there and order it. This is the cheapest you're going to get it. The sale is going on for the next 5 days, so make sure you go there and check it out. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go and get yourself a kick-ass UFO Proof hoodie so you can do some UFO hunting in the wintertime. It's going to fucking rock. Also, go and check out my website at ufoproof.tk. Sign up, become a member, because I'm going to be doing live chats from there, and I will be doing live chats tomorrow. So I want everyone to come and join me on my website. You can go, once you sign up, become a member, go to the tiny chat room and log in, and we're good to go. As long as you got a camera or a mic, you can talk, or you can just text if you want to, alright? So come and check it out, hang out with us, tell us your UFO stories, and let's all have a good time, you guys. Alright, UFO Proof out. What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here, and I just want to say that I hope everyone had a